Welcome to my channel, and here I want to solve this problem. I received these questions from someone, and as we have here that isometric and oblique projection methods. We are using isometric and oblique projection methods to work on these figures. We have 3 of them. Okay, so we are starting with this one. We are asked to draw isometric and oblique cavalier projections of this figure. All dimensions are in millimeters. So we are first of all going to work on the isometric one, then later we do that of the oblique. So I'm starting with that of the isometric. So we solve these 3 problems with isometric, then later I work on the oblique method. Okay, now so we are starting with this, and looking at what we have here, this is the front elevation, and this is the plan, and this is the end elevation. It means these views are given in third angle projection. So that's the first thing that we need to know. So I said this is the front elevation, this is the plan, and this is the end elevation. So let's produce the isometric view of this object first. So for the front elevation, so we have distance from here to here to be 50, distance from here to here is 40, distance from here to here is 40, from here to here is 30, and the diameter of this circle is 32. Then the total distance from here to here, that is from this point to this point here, is 80 millimeters. That is given in the plan. While for the end elevation, the thickness is 20 millimeters, and the height from here to here is 60 millimeters. So let's start and see how this work can be done. So the first thing that we need to do here, as I usually say, is for us to draw a horizontal line. So we draw a horizontal line like this, and we take our 30-degree set square. So we move down a little bit, then we draw a line. So we draw a line in this direction. Okay, we draw a line in this direction, and then so I'm going to draw a line here like this. Okay, all right. So then so I will also take 30 millimeters from this point to this side like this. Okay, so having done that, the next thing that I'm going to do here is that at this point I'm going to draw a vertical line. I'm going to draw a vertical line like this. Okay, so here on this part, I will take a measurement of 80 millimeters. 80 millimeters. So 80 millimeters, I have it here. Then from this point here, I will take 50 millimeters forward. So this is 50 millimeters here now. So here I'm going to draw a vertical line. At this point, I will draw a vertical line. So like this. Okay, so on this vertical line, I will take a measurement of 60 millimeters. 60 millimeters. So this is 60 millimeters here, like this. Okay, so having taken this 60 millimeters, so at this point, where we have taken 50 from here to here, so I'm going to draw a vertical line also. So here I will draw a vertical line just to go up a little bit. Okay, so it goes up a little bit. So okay, so then on this line I will take okay, so I've taken 60 here. So let me transfer that 60 to this side. So we transfer 60 from here to here like this. Okay, so then from this point I will take 30 millimeters down. So this is from here, I will take 30 millimeters down here. So this is 30 millimeters here. So, and then on this line, I will take 30 millimeters. Okay, so then that 30 millimeters, that's what I need. So I don't need to draw that. So I'm going to join this point together. Join this point together. So then here also, I need to take 30 millimeters down. 30 millimeters down here. Okay, so this is 30 millimeters, and then I will take 40 millimeters on this line. 40 millimeters on this line. So this is 40 millimeters here. So then we join this together. We join this together. So I'm going to show you what I'm trying to bring out from here, so which I've already brought out. So if you look at what we have here, so this is the front elevation. This is the front elevation. So what I brought out here, I brought out this line from here to here, which is 50 millimeters from here to here. Then the distance from here to here is Okay. All right. Okay, this distance from here to here is supposed to be 20, so not 30. I'm supposed to take 20 millimeters, so I need to rub off this line. All right, so I will take 20 millimeters down from here. 20 millimeters, so this is 20 millimeters. So I will join it with this 40 that I've taken. Okay, so we join like this. So with what I'm saying, so distance from here to here is 40. Sorry, and then so from here to here is 20 as we have here. So then this 40 that we have here is distance from here to, because total from here to here is 80. So from here to here is 40, from here to here is 40. So if you look at what we have here, I've already brought out what we have at this shape at the front elevation. So we have this, goes like this and goes like this. So we have that. So now the next thing that we are going to do is that from every point that we have on this front view that we have produced partially, we are going to draw a line in this direction. So I will draw a line in this direction. Okay, then at this point I will draw a line in this direction. So here at this point also I will draw a line, so in this direction, and then coming to this point here I will draw a line in this direction. So now don't forget that the thickness is 20 millimeters. That is what we see here on the end elevation. 20 millimeters is the thickness. So coming to this point here, at this point, so not this point, so we take 20 millimeters forward. So this is 20 millimeters here. So I will come up here and take 20 millimeters to this side. So this is 20 millimeters, and this point also I will take 20 millimeters. This is 20 millimeters, and then from this point I'm going to take a measurement of 20 millimeters. So this is what we have here as 20 millimeters. So I will connect this together. So here we have this being joined together. So then I will join this together like this, and then I will join this together with this. Alright, so that's what we have for this part. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to so let me draw out what we have done so far, so that we can see how the object actually looks. So apart from the isometric circle that we still need to put on it, so just let me draw this. Okay, then so we have this line like this. Here we have this line. Okay, so here we have this line, and then so we draw this and have this. We have this line. So then we make this a thick line. We also make this a thick line. Then we make this a thick line. And this line also is a thick line. Alright, so I believe you can see what we have. Alright, so we have this. The next thing that we are going to do is to put the isometric circle on this surface as we have here. So how do we go about that? So so this center distance, this vertical center distance, center line is drawn from this point where this 40 ends. So which means that I just need to draw a vertical center line from this point here. So I will draw a vertical center line from this point like this. Okay, so we have that. So the next is that the next one is drawn through this 30, that we have here from here to here. So it's drawn through this 30. That is this point. So I'm going to draw a center line. So from this point, so it goes like this. Alright, so then the next thing that I'm going to do, since the diameter of the circle is 40, so I'm going to divide 40 by 2, so that will give us 16. So I will take 16 millimeters to the right side, left side here. and 16 millimeters to the left side. Then I'm going to take 16 millimeters, so 16 millimeters up and 16 millimeters down. So from here I'll take 16 millimeters up and 16 millimeters down. So this is 16 millimeters. So what am I trying to do? I want to create an isometric square on this surface. As I usually say, whenever you have to construct isometric circle, you need to draw what you call isometric square. So it is on that isometric square that we have to draw the isometric circle. So it's as simple as that. So if you have not watched my video on how to construct isometric circle, please go and watch it so that you'll be able to understand how the isometric circle can be constructed. So we also draw down this, and then we come to this side. So we also draw a vertical line. So we have drawn an isometric square on this surface. So right now the next thing to do is that you connect the longest corners together. That is this corner and this corner. So you draw a line. So from here to here. Okay, and then so from this point now, from this point here, so draw a line to meet this point. So we are using first center method. So also from this point, so draw a line from this point to join this point together. So this is okay. So we can go on now and draw the isometric circle. So I will take my compass, setting it at this point, and I will extend to this point here. Okay, then I will draw an arc from here. So when you are drawing an isometric circle, you need a very strong compass. Alright, so then I will bring it here. Bringing it here to this point. Okay, then I will draw. Okay, I need to alright, so then I will take it to this point. So extend it to this point here. Okay, then I will draw. Okay, and then so putting it at this point here, and I will draw. Okay. Alright, so we have the isometric circle there. Alright, so we have the isometric circle on the surface as we have here. So based on what I explained, so looking at this is the front view. So this is the front view as you can see here, and the plan, so it contains this. So with this circle being hidden in the plan as we have here, and the end elevation as the object is being viewed in this direction, we have this as the end elevation. So this is how the isometric view of the object should look. So as simple as I've done it here. Thank you and God bless you. Keep on practicing.